What is up, car addicts? In this video I'm going to be giving a guide for this week's HSW Time Trial for next-gen consoles only, also this week's normal time trial, and RC Bandito time trial, totaling over $450,000 for this week. Remember, the time trials can only be completed once during the event week period for the full payout, and keep in mind that rocket-powered / flying vehicles cannot be used for the time trial. So, starting off with the HSW time trial, which is Del Perro Beach. Again, remember that you can only use an HSW upgraded vehicle for these time trials, and the best one is obviously the HSW Drag with the HSW upgrade, which is ridiculously fast. Now, usually for these HSW time trials, I use the HSW test ride vehicle of the corresponding event week, and for this week we have the Divest 8. Now, in terms of route, the one the GPS shows is pretty much the one you want to take, with a few shortcuts throughout, which you'll see in my run. And as usual, the part time for this time trial does change depending on what vehicle you're using, so keep that in mind. Moving on to the normal time trial this week, which is Del Perro Heights. I highly recommend using a fast bike such as the Shotaro, HSW Drag, or Batty 801. Now, this time trial does involve going high speed towards oncoming highway traffic for the quickest route, and the hardest part of this time trial by far is avoiding the traffic. That is why, again, I recommend using a bike. Now, usually for these time trials, I challenge myself by picking either the Prize Ride Challenge car or the Casino Podium car of a corresponding event week, and for this week we have the Vagrant as the Prize Ride car and the Tempesta as the Casino Podium car, so I ended up choosing the Vagrant for this one to have more of a challenge.
I must be high. Holy shit! What the
Moving on to this week's RC Bandito Time Trial, which is Construction Site 1. As always, you need to own an RC Bandito or to participate in these. As usual, these RC time trials are always tricky and require a lot of precise steering and throttle inputs. This one in particular does have some tighter areas that I highly recommend going slow during those sections. Now, it can be difficult at times with the Bandito, especially on this particular one because of all the different ramps and stuff. So again, make sure you're going slow in most of the sections with the ramps, braking before most of them, letting off the throttle in some of the turns, and being very aware of your surroundings. This is probably one of the harder ones, at least in my opinion. But of course, with a little practice, especially if you're just taking it slow and easy, you should be able to beat it pretty easily. And that's it, guys. The HSW time trial is pretty easy if you use the route I show. The normal time trial is easier if you use a bike, but still pretty difficult. And the RC time trial is pretty tricky, but just take it slow, use your brakes a lot, and you should be fine. Again, remember guys, you can earn over $450,000 between the three this week, and setting your soul to go to beat them is always a lot of fun in my personal opinion. Let me know which one you found most difficult and what vehicles you use down below in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.